Well, once again, made it down here to the back country of Arkansas. It's only about 8:30, but it's pretty chilly tonight, and planning on getting up early. Hopefully do some climbing, check out some fall colors, and maybe a waterfall or two. Stay tuned, see what we get into tomorrow. Well, it's about 7:30 a.m. It's the coldest night that I've slept in the Freedom Camper so far. It got down to about 31 last night, and I stayed perfectly warm. I don't have any heater in here, just a standard 30-degree sleeping bag and a blanket. So, pretty happy with those results. Gonna get up, make some breakfast, and head down to the crag. Well, just making it to the old crag. Fall colors are at the absolute peak right now. It's a beautiful morning down here in Arkansas. I'm sure some of you guys recognize this location if you've ever been here, but it's too sacred to share the actual location. This is one of my favorite rope solo crags because the approach is a little over a mile. Most crags in Arkansas are way less than a mile for the approach. I think that scares most people off. The drive in here is kind of rough too. All factors that I like. And the colors are just exploding today. They say this weekend is the peak. So if you haven't got down here to see them yet, I'd do it soon. Today is November 1st. Well, darn, it's starting to rain about 4 hours earlier than the forecast said it was going to. Such a bummer. I attempted to come down last weekend as well, and it was just downpouring. So that trip was kind of a wash. I ran the risk this weekend again. Well, last night was nice, and this morning is beautiful. I have a feeling the sky is just going to open up here soon. I'm going to attempt to set up my top rope solo setup. Hopefully get a lap or two in before this rain really hits. We'll see what happens. Oh. You! Look at the beautiful colors. Dang, guys, it's gonna be too rainy, I think. Giving myself an A for effort. This stinks. 2 weekends in a row. This weekend's been real weird. Or this year, excuse me, has been weird. Last week I was supposed to go floating one more time, but rain. But looks like I gotta climb this real quick because it's starting to rain a lot harder. This is just gonna be a gree solo, which is a little more sketchy than normal, but that's okay. It's a-raining. And if you can see my camera up there, it's covered with my sock cap. Yee! 360 camera's kind of hard to climb with. Pulling the rope today because it's wet. Oh, yeah. Yoo! Go! Climbed it just in time. It's raining pretty hard now. Dang. So much time, gas, and money to come down here just to get rained out again. Maybe I'll plug in last weekend's footage just to beef up this video just a hair. Tried to go to a famous bouldering area and it was just pouring rain last week. Super foggy, kind of cool looking. Well, we got fully packed up. Back on the trail. It was coming down hard for a second, enough to soak all the rocks, of course. But it's kind of slowed up here at this point. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh well, A for effort. Better than sitting at your house, that's for sure. Make this mile hike back to the truck and see what else we can get into. Not exactly sure what I'm getting into here. The Cecil Cove Trailhead. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go 5 miles today or not, but we'll see what happens. The road driving in here was pretty hectic. Tons of landscape. super sketchy to drive on. I'd recommend coming in on the other side. I believe you can get here from Irby Campground. It looks like I saw a goat trail sign back there too, which is kind of crazy. So pretty far from that, pretty sure. I could be wrong. Never been down this trail, so let's see what we get into. Didn't expect to have to cross any water today. These rocks are pretty slick. Let's go. Let's go. That's the first quarter mile of 6. Let's see where we go. That's pretty cool. About a mile in. We came to a fork in the road here. Not sure which way. Oh, I bet it's across this water. These pink tags over there. Wow. Just waiting for a big open spot like this. Amazing. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there goes my shoe. Dang it. A little chilly. Onward. Well, the trail kind of disappeared on me, as you could probably see here. I'm not gonna go super far in here, because I realized a mile in that I forgot to bring water with me. That's never a good thing. And this is definitely not on trail anymore. Oh wait, here's a trail. What in the world? That's weird. Okay. Man, you can definitely get lost on this trail pretty easily. There are some pink markers. What the heck? I'm kind of confused here. Just a new place. Seeing where we can end up. Interesting. So I drove past this bench trailhead coming down here. Apparently we're 3 miles from Irby Road and Cecil Creek Trail. I've only got 2.2 miles. Oh, that's this. Okay, that makes sense. This is called Fork Trail to Campsite. I'm not going up to the bench trail. So I somewhat know what that's gonna look like. It looks like Cecil Creek. I'm not sure what this creek bed is called. But I think it meets up with what's called Broadwater Creek. And that ties into Broadwater Falls and Page Falls, which I have been to. If you drive to the trailheads to those waterfalls, it's some of the shortest and best scenery in this area. I did not know you could connect it down to this Cecil Cove Trail. I think I may have ran into a guy once that did tell me about this, but I didn't pay much attention. I don't know how well you guys can see down there with the 360 camera. It's pretty neat. Oof. Although I told myself I was going to only go 2.5 or 6 miles without water. So obviously I don't know if this is going to loop back to the trailhead. So it's called a loop, but you never really know until you do it fully. And considering I don't have any supplies today, 2.5 is going to be the max. But I do want to see this Broadwater Creek. It should be coming up, I think. Quite the campsite. I believe this is the Forked Trail campsite that was marked on the map. Absolutely stunning area. I may have to backpack in here sometime soon. This is Broadwater Creek. That is very dry, it looks like. I was going to go to Broadwater and Page Falls today, but it's such a short trip. I wanted to check out something I hadn't seen before. And this was definitely well worth my time. It's very pretty down here. Ooh, slick. Looks like there is some trails that go up this creek, so you could connect up to Broadwater. This is my 2.5 mile mark in about an hour 10. Probably gonna call it and head back to the truck. Beautiful area though. I think I'm about 0.1, 0.2 miles from Broadwater Falls. I'm walking uphill for 0.2 or so. The trail's getting really faint. I'll have to rely on my watch to get back probably. So here I am at 2.7. Once again going past where I said I would. Probably gonna end up turning around here. There's almost no visible trail. I know it's up there somewhere. I can see it on Google Maps. It's that way. About 2,000 feet or so, but as you can see, there's virtually no trail. Not quite a bushwhack. I mean, there's a trail, but with all the leaf coverage and being unfamiliar, I've taken enough risk for the day, I think. Heading back. Well, about 5.34, back at the trailhead. Cecil Cove Trail loop via road is 6.8. which is the sign that I stopped at, I believe. So I think I did the whole Cecil Cove Trail out and back, but I'm not sure. Highly recommend this spot. It'd be really cool in the spring with a lot of water after a big rain. Probably lots of cascades and creek scenery to check out. But that's likely gonna do it for the day. If you made it this far, appreciate it. If you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.